the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
We have a code orange air quality alert for portions of the region. Plus, we have temperatures rising up into the 80s, if not 90s, over the next couple of days. But then things cool down right in time for the first of summer. We have some rainfall coming later this week. I'll have more complete details in your 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you, Derek. And coming up this morning on DC News Now, officials releasing new video of a crash that sent 2 firefighters to the hospital on Thursday in Prince George's County. We'll show you what happened that day and share what officials are asking the public to remember when they're out on the roads. Plus, a West Virginia coach calling it quits. Why this WVU Hall of Famer is handing in his resignation from that position. And later, changes to Monday's Metro schedule, what you need to know if you're planning to hit the rails this Juneteenth holiday. And we begin by taking a quick live look outside. It's a little hazy right now, but it is nice and warm. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. You're getting some good weather for your special day. This sunshiny Sunday will be nice and warm for whatever you have planned. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. We'll get to our top stories in just a few minutes, but first, I want to throw things over to Derek Bowen, who's in for Brittany Ward today. And Derek, we know there's a code orange alert today, so let us know about that. And also, what day would be the best to get outside this week?
Getting outside this week, it does look to be the case, and we're going to have to watch out for that code orange air quality alert in the suburbs as well as into southern Maryland. We're looking at temperatures this morning. This is going to be the best time to get out and about this morning, as temperatures are going to be in the 70s as we head throughout the morning. As we head into the afternoon, temperatures rise into the 80s. Things get relatively hot and gross after that. So after lunch today, I would stay inside, but that's just me. But we have, of course, that stagnant air this morning, which is going to add to the air quality concerns, especially as we head in towards this afternoon as temperatures rise up into the 80s. Then we have a chance of rain coming our way for your Monday. It's going to be a relatively spotty chance. Not all of us will see that rainfall, but we desperately need it because we are in a moderate drought across the entire area. This model probably overdoes it a good bit, but we'll only see about a 10 to 20% chance of a hit or miss shower as we head about your Monday.
All right, thank you, Derek. Well, we start off this morning with new video of that crash that sent 2 Prince George's County firefighters to the hospital. This happened on Thursday night on the inner loop of the Capitol Beltway. Officials say the ambulance was on the scene of another crash when a tractor trailer hit them. Now, if you look at your screen, you can see the ambulance being shoved into the frame by that truck. The injured firefighters, they're expected to be okay, but officials are reminding drivers of Maryland's move over law for emergency vehicles. And in Baltimore, developing now, at least 16 people are recovering this morning after an MTA bus hit 2 cars and crashed into a building. Officials say 2 of those people have life-threatening injuries. It happened around 10 a.m. yesterday. Witnesses say one of the cars ran a stoplight and hit the bus. Residents of the buildings have been allowed to return to their apartments.
Fortunately, the status of the building is not as compromised as we may have initially thought it to be. The vertical and steel beams that support this building remain intact.
Baltimore police are still investigating the cause of this crash. And in D.C., a retired D.C. police lieutenant can face up to 30 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter. On Friday, Jesse Porter pled guilty to charges related to the fatal shooting of police officer Marissa Mannion during a training session at the Anacostia Library. Dave Laval tells us why, despite the plea, it's still a difficult time for the victim's family.
The lack of answers. The lack of being candid.
Latoya Francis Williams describes what the family of Marissa Mannion still seeks in her death last August at the Anacostia Library. Mannion died after she was shot during a training session inside the building, where Mannion served as a library police officer. The bullet came from a gun fired by the training officer, retired D.C. Police Lieutenant Jesse Porter. He pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter charges Friday, but Francis Williams said Mannion's family is still looking for answers.
Why did you have a firearm in the building where it was prohibited? And why did you have a live firearm on your hip?
The training involved police batons. There's surveillance footage of the shooting, yet the family, according to lawyers, still has not seen it.
She's a mom to her 4-year-old, and this is very devastating, you know. What are we gonna tell this 4-year-old?
Mannion's parents did not talk after Porter's plea, but they did talk to DC News Now last October regarding their struggles.
It's just so hard for me, because it's Halloween. I would go out with my daughter and my grandma.
That heartache is still there months later, even as Jesse Porter admitted to his role in Marissa Mannion's death. We're told the family is expected to begin counseling shortly. As for Jesse Porter, he remains free without bond while he awaits sentencing August 25th in Superior Court of the District of Columbia. At the Anacostia Library, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Thank you, Dave. And in the district, a 14-year-old is dead after a shooting in Southeast. Police say it just happened before 1 a.m. yesterday on Sheridan Road. The boy died on the scene. He's now been identified as Stephen Straves. There's a $25,000 reward for any tips that lead to an arrest in this case. And over in West Virginia, new this morning, West Virginia University is searching for a new basketball coach. Former coach Bob Huggins resigned last night, just one day after being arrested for drunk driving in Pittsburgh. Records show Huggins' blood alcohol content level was 0.21%, nearly 3 times the legal limit. Now, last month, Huggins was suspended for 3 games for using anti-gay slur during a radio interview. Huggins is in the Basketball Hall of Fame and has the 3rd most of all-time wins of any coach Division I. And in Prince George's County, police are investigating a hit and run that left 1 man dead yesterday morning. Officials say they responded to calls of an accident near Riggs Road and University Boulevard. You're asked to contact police if you have any information about this incident. And we have continuing coverage this morning in Pennsylvania on that I-95 highway collapse. Pennsylvania's governor says the collapsed stretch of road will reopen within 2 weeks. The stretch of road collapsed a week ago after a tractor trailer filled with gas flipped over and caught fire. No one was injured or killed in this incident. President Biden spoke in Pennsylvania yesterday and said the collaboration between federal and local governments helped move this project along quickly.
Within hours of the crash, officials from the U.S. Department of Transportation were on the ground supporting Pennsylvania officials to get the site cleared and be able to start the rebuilding.
And we're going to show you video right now. This is a closer look at the work being done to repair that highway, that bridge. Earlier this week, this live stream was set up to give people a chance to view the progress that's being made. And DC News Now is your local election headquarters. While in Pennsylvania, President Joe Biden held the first rally of his re-election campaign. Biden spoke about his efforts to create new jobs in the country and support employee efforts to unionize. The president did not mention any of the Republican candidates running in the upcoming election. Over 1,000 union workers attended that rally. Meantime, back here in the DMV, Virginia is gearing up for primary election day on Tuesday. Polls will open at 6 a.m. and close at 7. All 100 seats in the House of Delegates and the 40 state Senate seats, they're up for re-election. Now, this is also the first primary under the newly redrawn congressional and legislative maps, so make sure to double check your polling place before you head out to vote. Now, people who wish to vote but haven't done so yet can register up to and on Election Day in Virginia, and anyone in line at the polls by 7 p.m. will be allowed to vote. Now, some of the top races in Northern Virginia include the Fairfax County and Prince William County chairs and the Arlington County Board. And speaking of Arlington, this primary will be the first time you'll be using the ranked choice voting on the ballot. Voters will rank their candidates in the order of preference. It will allow your vote to count for another candidate if your first choice gets the least amount of votes. All right, happening now, portions of southern Maryland and Montgomery County are under an air quality alert. It's currently a code orange alert. This is due to high levels of pollen in the air across the region. This is a live look at Montgomery County right now. You can see it's a little hazy, which could be unhealthy and make breathing difficult for some sensitive groups. Now, Derek has been here all morning. He's been talking about that code orange air quality. So, Derek, tell us more about this and if people should be concerned at all.
Yeah, so definitely with the weather conditions as well as the stagnant air this morning, we of course have that air quality alert, and that was going to continue as we head throughout the afternoon. We didn't really have the best of air quality yesterday either. I could see it heading home from D.C. yesterday, going up 270. Things weren't looking just right, and it looks like that's going to be the case for today, and potentially for tomorrow as well, as temperatures rise into the 90s tomorrow. Today we have, of course, temperatures already nice toasty at 72 degrees in D.C., 60 in Hagerstown. We're back into the 50s, back into the mountains to the west. We have temperatures in the 90s tomorrow. Then we have a better chance of rain coming later this week.